Okay, fantastic. Good evening, everyone. This is Kasia Richter and Marta Tracz, and welcome to 2025.
Yes, here we come.
Here we come, our first future self talks in 2025. For those who don't know us, we are a bunch of female entrepreneurs with different specialities, and we're going to tell you about it a little bit later. And first of all, we want to highlight the topic, the first step. It's the beginning of the year, and frequently people start January. January, it's all about resolutions, new goals, new motivation. And as we know, it doesn't always work. The motivation dies down around mid of February. Today we decided to meet with Marta to decide, like, to discuss from our own experience what does work, how to make it work, and what is the first step to do it, right? Marta, tell us, do you set the New Year's resolutions?
Of course, I'm not different than any of us. So yes, of course, and I did some this year, and so far so good. I'm keeping to myself, and so I have a few obviously practical advices, if I can put it that way, or maybe the ways I'm going by, and how I am actually trying to keep by them for as long as possible, because obviously we are all human beings, and sometimes it is harder. I don't like to use that word, but it is sometimes it is harder. So we need to reach to like the external sources, external support, and this is normal for all of us.
Yes. So it is normal. And, I've asked myself the question, why do the resolutions do not work? And the answer that the first thing that comes to my mind is because it is so external. It is like we're saying, like, oh, I'm gonna lose 10 kilos and I'm gonna start running because, like, everyone else does it, or maybe the I am member of entrepreneurs club, and everybody in this club says, like, okay, this month I'm starting to earn, this and this much, right? Or I'm selling this and this much of properties. And then you just, without even thinking about it, you say, like, okay, this is my goal, this is my resolution. Yeah. And then when obviously the problems hit, different challenges appear, we we basically lose the motivation and we stop the action because it wasn't ours. The goal, the resolution wasn't ours, but it was somebody else's, and we decided to implement it into our life. So I think this is the reason why it can not work when the motivation is not really internal, meaning coming from us, but it is external because it's coming from other people. Yeah. So what how to make it so that to really build a fulfilling life is, I believe, really setting the ground well from the beginning. So really spending time on asking yourself the question, what do you really want? What is your goal? Not your mother, your father, your partners, not your friends telling you what to do, but what is your goal? So be honest with yourself and answer yourself this question. Have you been honest in setting the goal and knowing actually what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to reach? How do you want to feel during this year, let's say? What do you want to experience, and why? Why is it important to you? So it's a lot of self-reflection going on. Yeah, so I would say this is the step number one, making sure the goals, the resolutions, the things you want to pursue are actually yours. Yeah. Marta, do you agree?
Yes, yes, of course, I totally agree because as you've said, sometimes we are trying to impose something into our everyday life that is not really ours, and it is getting even more difficult. And if we're gonna fail, it is getting more frustrated. So it is very, very important that we do something what is actually coming from ourselves, what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and the way how we want to achieve as well. Because there might be two people, they want to achieve something very similar, but the way of achieving that goal might be totally different for both of them.
Exactly. Yes. So now we know why the resolutions fail and how to start well so that it will be your goal and you will have more chances of surviving with the motivation over a longer period. Because when you look at a success, no matter how you define success, so whether it will be a certain amount of money into your account, a certain amount of clients attracted, certain amount of projects completed, certain amount of time spent traveling, certain amount of time spent with your loved ones, a certain amount of time spent doing whatever you want, so a total freedom. So for every one of us, the goals and the success is defined differently. But what drives us there is pretty much similar. Is basically being focused, taking action, and being very sticking to the root, yeah, not really going like, okay, maybe I will drop it and I'll do something else, because then you will never reach the desired destination. So the willingness to finish it and really wanting and having that the determination and ambition to reach that, right? So what can we do in order to stay motivated, to stay on that track that will get us there? Looking at our lives, um, when I look into my past, and in the past, my goals were like to travel to the new destinations and visit new countries, etc. And it's just being focused on that. Obviously, having the right mindset. The mindset is like, I can afford it. I will find a way. So basically, a positive mindset. Yeah. And I think it can be translated to any other goal you have. So the mindset part really, really worked for me in the past, and I would really recommend anyone who wants to do whatever they want to do to really look into what are their beliefs, how do they think. If, let's say, your goal is to I don't know, attract new customers or something, and if they say like, oh, it's difficult, then it's gonna be twice as hard for you to achieve that. Yeah. So the mindset is a great part. Marta, what are your thoughts? What would you suggest as the first thing to do?
Yeah, that abundance mindset. This is the magic word.
Oh.
Yes, and I think that actually I can divide it into like two sections. Yes, in order to become like the successful in achieving the real goals. And I think the first part is the easiest part. I'm calling it the easiest part, and the part that it's easier for many of us to follow. Yes, so the first of all, as you've said, in terms of like finding the way, so seeing the opportunities instead of the obstacles. So it's also very important to ask ourselves the questions: how can I achieve so and so? For example, how can I drop 5 kilos by the mid of the year? Or I don't know, what can I do? How can I achieve the some kind of the savings on my account, so I can save up enough money so I can invest, or I can go on a holiday, a nice holiday, and so on. Whatever you want to achieve. So the practical bits are: you can practice gratitude. You can write the journals where you are basically grateful for every single day, and no matter how small things there are or how big, even the really really smallest. Like for example, today was a sunny day. I've seen your video, Kasia, today on Instagram, and when you've mentioned about those really rainy and sunny days in UK. So even if there is a sunny day, it is also a good option for us to be grateful for. Sorry. And another thing is we can try to do some kind of the affirmations, and which is also it's like positive self-talk to ourselves. So we need to support ourselves. We know that our best friends are ourselves, so we need to have this positive self-talk, and that will actually help us. So for example, I'm capable of saving the money because I know I'm smart. I know how to manage my money properly, so that way I will achieve so and I don't know amount of 5,000 on my account by the end of the year, or whatever. Or I want to achieve I don't know, a new number of followers, so I know I'm capable of doing this. Or I want to attract a new partner, or I want to, whatever you want to actually achieve. Yes. And so the next part is like we should try to visualize ourselves being there or doing that. And when I was actually reading something today before our live, I remember when we organized our retreat. I think this was the very first edition, and we had this workshop where we created the vision boards. You remember, Kasia?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yes, it was fantastic. It was fantastic time, and it was a lot of fun, creativity, and I think even like being surrounded with the like-minded people and doing it in a group is even more motivating.
Yeah.
So that was a really good time, and I remember after a few months I was talking to two of the girls, because I was close with two of the girls that actually was our participants, and they said, I'm just ticking off whatever I put on that board. I'm just ticking these things off, and it is working. So this is another proof, and I've done it for myself many times as well. And this is one of the ways I'm preparing myself for the next year, whatever I want to achieve. And as I've mentioned, obviously the surrounding. So if we surround ourselves with obviously positive people, this is even better. Or being like, or joining the group. For example, if you want to learn yoga this year, it is good to join the yoga classes, to go for some meetings and with the people that they are doing the same, because this bunch of people will support you. They will motivate you, even if one day you feel like, today weather is not good, I don't feel like it. But then you get a phone call or message: hey, come on, Marta, where are you? We are already here waiting for you. So then you feel more motivated, and then you go get up and then go there, and you will show up, and you will actually do it. And one more actually practice is like so we can feel more, we can have like more of the abundance mindset and the feeling of fulfillment, is when we help others. So it's like giving back, and it's not like giving back, doing something for someone, and with the intention that you expect something in the return, because this is totally something different. So just doing something because you feel like you want to do it and you don't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
And yeah, and these five practices, I call them, the easiest ones, because we can do that. We can do that every day. We can write the journal. We can get up and write the journal, or even like if we prefer to do it in the evening, that's fine. We can do some affirmation. We can do some boards, and have the really really nice friends around us helping others, but. There is this part that we need to take an action.
Exactly.
Yes, we need to take an action, because sitting down and writing amazing journals, or doing them amazing meditations, and trying to visualize ourselves that, okay, now I'm riding, I don't know, I'm riding the Rolls Royce, and I'm living in Maldives and so on, but doing nothing will not take us anywhere. So we need to be very realistic. If we want to achieve something, we need to take action, which is also very important. How we approach, so we don't jump into it with the feeling of excitement, huge excitement, that yes, it's new year resolution. You know how it is, like exactly like Kasia, like you said, and by February, then the fire is off, and then you don't feel like doing this, because you didn't set up yourself like the manageable steps. So it's good to put them like smaller chunks and going one by one, so you can see the progress. And me, or personally, I find this really really helpful, because it's better to do something very small every day, yes, than instead of trying to be perfect in doing something, and doing it like in a big picture, because perfection is a fiction. From my point of view, the perfection is fiction, and that's it. And we need to celebrate obviously our successes. And I think, and I know from the past, like for example, the retreats we are organizing, this can be sometimes a good starting point. Like I've mentioned about the making the board, so you are surrounded with like-minded people, and imagine yourself this way, yes, that you're going away for 5 nights, yes, and you have around you the psychologist, a yoga teacher, a specialist of and practitioner of theta healing. When if you come up to with any like no unsupportive belief, or with any barrier, then you can actually reach to that person straight away, and then you can work on this barrier, on this or unsupportive belief. Or you have a nutrition specialist who is next to you and can help you and can guide you. What do you need to do in order to achieve, I don't know, the diet which will support your goal, and what you can change, how you can change it. Or if that's like if you want to save some money, you have someone next to you who can actually sit down with you and talk through every detail, how you can do it, how you can achieve it. And so you have like the bunch of people, the experts, that they've been there already, they've done that, and they've actually done it with many many people before. So you have them like this is like excusability. That's what I like about our retreats, because you can actually treat it this way, and it's only up to you how the participants will use it to their own benefit. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
what.
Definitely. So true, Marta. So, in a nutshell, how to change your life or reach the desired destination, you need to take action, and you need to take more than one action. You need to take an action essentially on a regular basis, ideally every single day. So, as we know, the results are being achieved by a very, very tiny little percentage of people who have a lot of self control, and they have certain type of thinking and personality. They know that they can do it, they know they are the winners, and they have systems of doing it. They have a structure. So the system is essential. And just like Marta said, when you are coming for this retreat, it's like a first step. It's the first step to building your own system. We will share with you tools for creating better quality of life, meaning having more energy, having more awareness about how you think, and helping you to change if you want to change the way you think, helping you to lay out your financial wellness, plan your personal finances better, and manage your relationships. So these are all the important areas of our lives. And we will share with you tools that are working for us, and will show you how they can work for you. So this is a massive invitation for people who are ready to take meaningful action and to really change their life in 2025. Um, I totally agree with what Marta said. The beauty about this retreats that we are offering is they're very exclusive. Yeah, 10 people maximum, and which requires a real mindset shift and a real relaxation, away from crowds, away from noisiness, just focusing on restoration of yourself, not being super restrictive. Like, sometimes you go on a retreat and there is only like vegan food, or no coffee, no alcohol, whatever. We live in a modern world. We are running businesses in a modern world, and there is a room for practicing yoga, for relaxing, and for enjoying beautiful local food in the taverna, and also wine if you like that. Everything in moderation, so that next morning you can wake up, you can get enough sleep, and start your day with yoga. So it is all possible. We are not monks, we're not living in the caves. We are business people. We're achieving our goals, so everything has to be balanced, and that's the way we are running it. So let me just switch into the slide with what do we have. You see, we offer Kobido massage. That's a Japanese facial massage. And that's our contact details. If you want to get in touch, if you still don't know us. Marta is a resident in Cyprus. Now 2 years already, yeah?
Yes, yes. I just cannot believe, So as you know, the time will pass by anyway. The time will pass by anyway. So why wait longer?
Yeah. It's the change is possible. It's all about how you approach it. Yeah. How you approach it, and this retreat can be the best action you take in 2025 if you are serious about making meaningful changes in your life, and you want to achieve it in a supported way. So I'm getting very, very excited about all the what's coming up in 25 with this retreat included. So if anyone wants to join us, you're more than welcome.
Kasia, we still have our January sale on.
Oh my gosh, totally
We
forgot
still
about that.
have our January sale on. So I almost forgot. And this is the most exciting part because we are just 7 days away from. So we have only 7 last days left, and you can enjoy having that exclusivity for yourself, 30% of the price, discounted by the 30%. So as I said, why wait longer? And even better, you can freeze this price now, and then you can spread the cost until you reach the Cyprus in the end of April.
Yes, we have the installment plan if this is what you need. So this is actually the best time to think about it, to consider it, because you get a 30% off the price, and also you can still probably get the tickets for under £100 if you're traveling from the UK to Cyprus, yeah, return. So it's a fabulous time, and that will also leave you looking forward to something fabulous, to something not only like fun in the sun, but really meaningful and well spent time and money as an investment in yourself and into your lifestyle changes that you want to implement. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Do you guys have any questions? Not entirely sure if I can see everyone
I
here.
didn't. I have to be honest. I didn't check if anyone is watching us live because I was so into it. I didn't follow. I didn't see any comments or anything. Let me just have a quick look. And quickly, Kasia, I will tell you something. Yesterday, during the networking, I actually been in a room with one lady, and she already was in Cyprus 14 times, I think. And when I've mentioned about the Cyprus, she said, oh my God, Marta, I think, yes, I need to join you. I need to join you guys because I just cannot get enough of this beautiful island.
I can see how Cyprus can be addictive. I totally get it. Yes, it's. I mean, for me, the biggest attraction is the slower pace of life and the access to nature. Plus obviously great weather and so many other benefits like tax benefits, right?
Yes.
So much more, and it's also great place to start thinking about your life changes, just like it was for you, right? Right, we're gonna be jumping off. So remember about the January sale. It's on. Get in touch and let's talk, and have a fabulous 2025. All right.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you.